Yeah. Reggae, you're gonna have to woo woo. Somebody come on phone. We good to go? Thank you, Reggae with the media. Well, welcome, family. Welcome to Thrive Tribe. Woo woo. This is a long time coming. Reggae, I know you're gonna have to pop your head at some point because you're gonna have to go a little spiel about how you kind of spoke this last year, earlier this year. And we've been talking about Allisha using her sexy voice to speak to the people, to cast spells for a long time. And we just have some really great conversations, all of us in this sisterhood, and we wanted to bring the conversations to a different um, platform, I guess, just to share it with people. So this is a small but mighty faction of our larger sisterhood network. A very important piece of our sisterhood network all just sits here at this table or in this room. So we just wanted to again share some of our conversations that we have because they are always really useful and enlightening and helpful for us in our group, but the knowledge, the wisdom, the realness, it needs to be shared a little bit. No, not a little bit. A lot of it. A lot of it more widely. Yeah. So we decided to have that conversation today. The day before the last day of the year, where we are embarking upon a whole new cycle. And yeah, we just want to be together and then be in community at the same time with y'all, just on a different platform. So I'll introduce myself, Dr. Teah, or Dr. Sis, and that's just what I am. I'm a sister. I'm the sister in community to everybody that will have me, and that is gonna be loving to me. So I don't like to give myself. I am who I am to myself, and I am whoever I am to other people. I allow them to figure out what that is. So before we get started, we'll go around. Well, we'll go to Reggae first, and then we'll go around the table because Reggae is sitting to the side a little bit. So
I'm sitting over here to the side. We're doing a little engineering on the side here. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that we're here. I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to capture the moment. Oftentimes, we don't live in the moment enough. And then when we get a time to live in that moment and we're in a dope space and magic is happening or you feel that energetic connection, we don't always galvanize it because it's just in space with us, which is say consecrated. And so I know that now we get to share to the masses. Now we get to go beyond, what we've already have experienced on retreat and in practice and in work and in community. And now we get to fill it in and expand. I'm ready for this expansion and growth, y'all.
I'm right at that.
It's been amazing 2024, the expansion and growth. But now to be able to feel it and to be able to experience it in a way where we're really cultivating and curating it. Oh, I'm ready now. I'm ready to put in them 10,000 hours. You know what I mean? And really master what we can do together, what we can grow together. And I think this bigger conversation was a big part of that. So I'm Dr. Reggae. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna be in the corner, but I'm gonna still speak.
Please.
For sure.
LaDonna Lee, you want to go? Check 1 2. She want to do the mic.
Camera on.
Is my mic on?
Peace, peace, family. I am LaDonna Lee. I am your sister in real life, not just on the internet. I am blessed and honored to be in this space in this auspicious time. You said this is the second to the last day of 2024. But copy, we are in the time of a new moon. So this is the time to plant a new seed, to do a new thing. We have gathered here, like the reggae said, when we gather, it is sacred, it is special, and we have expanded that sacredness. All of y'all tap in on their lives.
Tap in.
Okay.
Tapped in.
Yes,
Real
yes,
talk.
yes.
I needed my special effects for that one.
You got something for it?
I
You
got it.
some
I
special
got it.
effects?
Yeah. Air horn.
Where they at? Peace,
I can
peace,
hear the
y'all.
microphone.
Yes. I'm excited. I'm just excited. I'm elated. I feel like a little girl that get to go to somebody's job and work for the day. But not, like that little puritan. My name is Allisha Crockett, and I am in the tribe of sisters that I am who I am, and I get to be who I be, and I get to flow in the flow of being. And so, oh yes, it is good to be alive and living on this side today.
Yes.
Absolutely. And so with that, I don't even know where to start and say who I am, but other than, hey, I am everything that I say I am.
I say.
Hey, that's it.
Factually.
Yes, thank you. It's a blessing to be here with y'all. This is dope. We started shit.
Let's
Yeah.
get it. We started today. That's it.
Gosh.
And without further ado,
Come on.
okay, take us home.
Yes, I'm Dr. Gigi, and I was just thinking about those seeds that LaDonna Lee was talking about. What kind of seeds do I want to plant? And I want to plant some seeds of inspiration and motivation. And as we move into 2025, how can we do it without fear? Yet walking into 2025 with courage, with bravery. It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, and the Dorothy. She's walking down the yellow brick road, and she's scared. She's scared. And one of the things she learned from the lion was, courage. And that's one of the big things I'm sitting with for 2025. Really looking at my courage and expanding that courage, expanding my comfort zone, expanding what I'm interested in talking about, doing, and being. So I say Ashe and Amen, and I'm grateful to be here.
Okay. All right. Well, so full transparency, we were supposed to get some questions together, right?
Don't do that.
Get our questions together, right? But look, none of us did our homework.
But we ready though.
But guess what? The group is
We
ready.
ready.
We about to give the presentation.
Nice. Nice.
Look,
We are.
usually it's one person who don't do their part of the assignment. None of us did our part of the assignment. But guess what? Exactly. We got shit to talk about. Like she said, we're about to start some shit. So, what we did say we wanted to talk about was just like 2024, like a review of 2024. What that looked like for us individually. We spent a lot of time together in 2024. So what that looked like for us as a group or a collective of sisters. So that's the first question I want to pose is like, what were some highs and lows of 2024? Some highs and lows.
I've got some. So, as I've been expanding my business at brands, technology, and healing, one thing I've been very reluctant to do was sales because I've been scared. I'm scared of people doing what I've done on the phone is what I think to be a salesperson. I get kind of rude and I hang up. Sometimes I'm just not that nice. And so I was scared I was going to run across people like that. But more importantly, I was afraid of rejection. It was rejection. And that was just running up against every fear I had. And I found every excuse in the book not to do it. And so one day I just did it. And it was like last Thursday, as a matter of fact. So I did it. I called about 15 different chiropractors asking if they wanted a website audit. And out of those 15, 5 said yes. And so what I learned is that it really wasn't about rejection. It was about doing the work. Because as an employee, I put in my time. I put in 8 hours a day. But as an entrepreneur, I just check the box. Did I do those things that I need to do on a daily basis? So it really changed my whole relationship with that. But more importantly, I learned the only person that can reject me is me.
Come on.
And I'm not rejecting me anymore. So sales got easier with that. And so I think 2025, it's about more influence.
Thank you. What about you, Allisha? Some highs and lows, or high or low?
I think both. Definitely 2024, I hit the ground running on some highs, traveling outside the U.S., which kind of set the precedence for just where my heart has been floating all year long, and anticipating and looking forward to what 2025 has as far as adventures and going forward. I've been some places in 2024. I've been in a family reunion and saw about 124 cousins, which was amazing. So I've had a lot of connection in 2024. Also, I experienced some disconnect as well in 2024, which I think is prudent and timely and just a part of the process. But I will say some depths have been intrinsic for myself. I also experienced like a 3-day water fast at the top of 2024. Also kind of set the tone with where I was going with myself and discipline and really showing up in new ways with myself as my system just reset and did some new things. And being able to experience the outcomes and the output of those decisions and choices throughout the year has, I see where the newness of being me has been some sustainability in moving through the winds of 2024. My oldest brother transitioned in July. That was heavy, unexpected. My mother's mother transitioned November 27th. That was like some unexpected, emotional, ancestral unraveling, and coming all together at the same time. Some interesting energy. So 2024 has been wavy. And y'all know I say that shit. And I'm grateful I know how to swim. And even when I get tired of swimming, I know how to float.
Come on.
And y'all hear me say it, but I don't want to float, I just stand up or get up the fucking water. Yeah. That's what 2024 has been for me. Either I'm all the way wet in it, or I'm floating somewhere cool, minding my business, or I'm out the fucking water, out the way.
Yeah.
I got one more day left. Yes.
Who's next?
You
I
ready?
can jump right
Yeah,
in.
jump in. I'm still thinking.
Jump on in on Teah's microphone. 2024 has carved a newness in me that I didn't know existed. 2024 forged in me some ingredients in my mix that I didn't know was in my mix. Like, I know I'm sugar, spice, everything nice, right? But there's another blend in there. And so 2024, I saw great heights and I saw very steep valleys. And my journey required me to go in to both. And it really allowed me to see that sometimes when I'm going into the valley, I'm carrying a lot of joy from being at the mountaintop. Other times I'm at the mountaintop going into the valley, and the exchange happens. I was finding myself not as happy as I could have been in great places because I still had that valley mentality on me.
Come on with the valley mentality.
And so I had to not do that. I had to learn to let it go. which for me, being the Scorpio that I am, letting go, my moon is in, Cancer, ain't what we do.
Say it.
At all. At all. And so it was a battle. It was an inner battle with self, like, okay, God, this is the right thing, but, and I know doing the right thing is never wrong. However, this does not feel good. This is not right. This is not just. This is not, what I thought was a part of the plan. And God said, might not have been a part of the plan, but it's definitely part of your curriculum.
Oh,
You're going to learn someday. And so I learned in 2024 how to be stretched, how to be rolled, how to be silent. But when we were on that mountainside in Santa Cruz, how to be vocal, how to not shrink what needs to come out. If it needs to come out loud, if it needs to come out in a tenor, if I need to put on a soprano, whatever I need to tap into my inner instrument for it to come out, I learned in 2024 to do that and do it with grace. I experienced transition in 2024 with my grandmother, who is the matriarch of the family. That's like Nima. She was everybody's everything. And so Ida Mae Roger Hudson, God bless her soul in heaven. I know that she's with me. She was the writer and the published author in our family, and a lot of us are now working on developing, picking up that legacy and being able to tell our stories. Plural, we got a lot of stories. And so, again, 2024 was big about being able to write the story. 2025, baby, we telling the story.
Come on.
We telling the story. And I'm going to tell my own story.
Because
can't nobody tell your story better than you.
That's
Right.
true.
So that was it for me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
2024 for me. 2024 for me was a year of completion, experience, and expansion. I can't off the rip think of any lows for 2024, right? Which is a sign of expansion for me, because up until recently, in the last year or so, I had really almost perfected the habit of finding the thing to critique, finding the thing that's not good, finding the possibility of what could go wrong. I had a nice groove of that. But when I look back over the last 12 months, I cannot readily think of a low moment. And that's a testament to the experiences that I've been having personally and as part of this collective of sisters. I say all the time that sisterhood saves. Sisterhood also inspires. Sisterhood also encourages. Sisterhood informs. And I've had just great experiences with the women in my life. Beginning with myself, my sister, my daughter, my mother, my friends. And so I'm just having all of these moments, pictures in my mind of the time that I spent with sisters laughing and smiling and cutting the food and talking shit. And it's expanded me. It's expanded me. In this year, I completed a goal. Every year when I update journals and diaries, I write the same 4 lifetime goals. Become fluent in Spanish, get a bachelor's degree, live in another country, write a book. This year, in 2024, 34 years after I started, I completed my bachelor's degree.
Yes. Hooray!
Completion. A thing that I started when I was 17 years old. Right? I started when I was 17 years old. I'm now 52. Completion.
It's never too late.
Never. And the experience, I could just list experiences. The beautiful thing is, I will be listing those experiences for the audience, for the community, for the general public, because y'all was there for so many of them. Santa Cruz.
Yes, yes, yes.
And half the songs I ain't supposed to say, so that you were there. The experiences. I went to Jamaica this summer. That was a gift to myself for completing my degree, and that's something that I've been wanting to do since I was 19. So just real experiences, using a passport, is having that VIP experience, is having that a little Jamaican girl holding that sign with my name on it saying Jamaica has been waiting for you. You know, that was super dope. And a first, another first for me was my good sister got married, and I was a bridesmaid. I've been to 4 weddings in my life, and this was the first time that I was ever asked to be a bridesmaid. So to stand in tribe,
Come on,
and bear witness to sacred union and that type of Black revolutionary love, it's an experience that will be with me forever. And the experience helped me to expand in my heart space and to let go of some other fears that I'm not going to talk about in front of the YouTubes, right? Not on today, but my heart space has been expanded. The way I see myself, because of what I have been able to complete, and because of what I've experienced, the way I see myself has expanded. My heart space has expanded. My mind is expanding. So 2024 is I'll bring it back to where I started: completion, experience, and expansion. That's beautiful.
lovely, lovely.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank y'all for being at my wedding too.
That was phenomenal.
I had the most beautiful bride tribe. Like when I say, y'all looked at the pictures, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
I'm just making sure
I
y'all
did.
looked at the
Yes.
pictures. I know we be sending a lot of text messages, and I don't know if you clicked on the link, but
That was a moment in time.
it was a moment.
It
It was
a
real
moment
quick
in time.
too.
You know what I was saying? Somebody asked, I think it was a mommy asked today,
Mhm.
what's a portal? What are the
Mhm.
portals in your life? And what's a portal? Where are the portals in your life? And this union, this covenant agreement that we got to witness on this side in real life, like you say, in real life, outside, all together, dressed up, fancy with all the ways we was. And that was a portal
Absolutely.
into a way of living in love. And when we talk about the way love allows, love calls for an allowance and all the ways that love shows up. So yes, your wedding, this open invitation to love that you and Keon allowed the community to embody with y'all, that definitely served as a portal for me in 2024.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Ditto.
Power.
Wow. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I know he watching too. You hear that, boo?
Yeah.
You see what we did?
It really showed us, what Black love could look like, against all of the TV stereotypes of, domestic violence or divorce or cheating. It doesn't have to look like that. It can be about friendship. It can be about unity, Black women coming together to support another Black woman. It's beautiful on so many different fronts, all at the same time. And I thought, man, from my perspective, I'm 60 this year, I didn't have a very beautiful look at Black men or a beautiful look at what Black love could be. So this was like, oh, Gigi, you could have this too. And I'm like, yes, let's do that.
Yes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the highlights of my 2024. Got married to my boo. It's also essentially a year of completion because this will be 7 years. This is our 7th year, so it was time. That's definitely one of the highlights. Santa Cruz was bomb.
Oh man.
I think we all. Oh, by the way, June 13th. If I haven't already told y'all, June 13th.
Sorry, locked in.
I had a lot of up moments in 2024. I can't even tell you what they all were. I just know that it was up.
How about that?
I just know that it was up.
I feel that.
My life, you know, my husband, my children, my mother, my parents, my sisters. Like there was just a lot to celebrate, you know, nieces, nephews, just family, village. It was a lot to celebrate. But it didn't start out that way for me. 2024 started out pretty challenging for me. And it's around the same time, right? So like we're at the end of the year, we're at the beginning of the year. Yeah. So I had my fourth miscarriage. I found out that I was miscarrying December 19th. And I didn't finally like successfully pass the pregnancy until January 29th. Wow. So I was carrying this fetus inside of me for several months, or at least 2 months before my pregnancy was complete. So that was the way my year started out. And I was in the house like the entire time. Most people didn't see me, but I don't know. I guess being inside and being with my family, my children specifically. Actually, you brought up Alami a second ago because some ago Alami said something like, gratitude is medicine for grief. Yes. And so me kind of isolating myself from community and from outside, I was able to really just be more connected with my children. So, yeah, and something, I don't know what was birthed out of that, but I know 2024 was up. I had a lot of fun in 2024. We spent a lot of time together in 2024 partying. We did a lot of things together. We were outside
celebrating.
Yeah. So, you know, with everything, there change. Just that's something that's inevitable, and we have to appreciate it at the end of the day. Because I like what you said earlier. It might not be part of the plan, but it's part of the curriculum. It's part of the learning process. And we learn from missteps, or I wouldn't even call them mistakes. They're just learning processes. So, it was high. There was that low, but even in the low, there was so many highs.
Yeah. And I feel like this upcoming year is going to be more the same.
Absolutely, I agree.
I feel like this upcoming year is going to be more joy, more opportunity, more laughing and smiling, more dancing, more experiencing in your body, more witnessing of the spirit. Like I just feel like it's just going to be more and bigger. And I'm laughing because I hear my words like more and big and good. Like, and very, very, very. Yes. Very, very big. Very, very big. Good, right? Bigly.
I heard more gooder.
More gooder.
More gooder.
When we talk about expansion is just that.
Yes.
It's the evolution of just this perpetual expanding of what it is, and just the evolution of just it becoming and evolving always. And so, yes, with the anticipation and you looking for, you see the goodness and the ways that all is all.
All is all.
All is all. Because even in my lows, I thank you all for bringing this up, and all y'all have said it to some way. Even in my lows, I was still up. Even with my lows, I was still. I learned some new things about myself and in sisterhood with y'all this year, and so it's been amazing to show up for myself in new ways, and then to see how I get to show up for others and how others showing up for me when I'm out.
Yeah, that
Yes.
part.
Right.
That
That's a piece for me too. But yes, the expansion is continuous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The ascension. I mean, we've done some things before.
Yeah.
Can we
yo,
elaborate
the-
off what you just said though?
Sure.
When you allow,
Yes.
because I think that's been in the last couple years, just like allowing.
Mhm.
Allowing people to support me when they ask instead of for a lot of us, like our default is like, no, I got it. And I've been saying yes a lot more. I've been saying yes to myself, like, you don't need help. Yes, you do.
Yes, you and you know what? You want it.
Mhm.
And I want something.
And I want it.
How about that?
And I want some help.
And the
Yes.
beauty in saying yes more in that way is finding out who really is here for it.
Mhm.
There are so many people who want to be here for us, who want to be supportive, who want to, bring everything out to show how supportive we are.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, either or we are not allowing, we're not vulnerable enough, allowing folks to see that we might have a need. Because we make this shit look so good. I mean, we make it look really, really good. We make it look real easy.
Even though the struggle is real.
Even though the struggle is real.
And you said something just a moment ago too, Reggae, about decentering. You didn't say it like this, but decentering this crisis-centered way of thinking, or even just a critical way of just a deficit mindset, right?
Mhm.
The valleys.
I don't know what you say. Yeah,
Valleys.
focusing on the valleys,
Mhm.
yes, and moving away from that, even in the narrating of self and the story, right? I found myself very actively doing just that in 2024, mindfully being very mindful how I put my mouth on me about me,
That's right.
keeping my word to me about me,
That's right.
even if I got to shuck and jive with other folks and hurt feelings, or either disappoint, or either just be in my own head about where I'm not going to show up for other people because I need some me time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, and it's new.
Unapologetic.
It's new, and I like it. And I like it. And
Yeah.
I like it. And it feels good. It's serving itself because it's serving me. It's serving what I get to do here, and the way that we get to celebrate life, love with each other, and the way that I know that even just us in this room have been engaging with love, in all the ways that love shows up and does what love does. That's also why this expansion is so fluid and active
Mhm.
and ongoing and in motion, like a lava lamp or a waterbed. You know,
You remember those?
I do.
Yes.
A waterbed. Okay, I have another question, but I'm gonna let y'all, if you had a question brewing, ask before I
Yes, I
ask.
have a question.
Let's go.
What do you all want to do more of in 2025? And what do you want to do less of in 2025?
I want to have more fun.
Okay, what kind of fun?
I love the CEOing and the adulting is great, but I think that somewhere in my journey I restricted my little girl and told her, work hard, then play hard. And my inner child is like, nah, we don't play and work, and we can do both greatly at the same time. And so I want to be in a place and space, whatever I do has to make my juices flow. Like, if I'm not bubbling, if I'm not bubbling over with passion or excitement, or I'm juiced about it, that's my new term. I'm juiced, right?
But you're born in the 1900s.
Yeah, you are. You got new term. Girl, he retired. Juice is like 98. You bring it back.
Yeah,
Bring it
all the way
back.
back. I'm bringing it back with the shell toe Adidas.
I remember that.
I
remember that.
I still say it.
I do too.
The new kid.
I was juiced about today. So I was juiced a week ago when we was on and texting about it. And I want to do more of this. I want to do more connectivity, more connection, and especially at a time and a place where I'm lending my energy to certain people, places, and things. Like, everybody can't have a piece of me.
Come on.
Everybody don't have access the same. If you thought you had access before, better check again for 2024, 2025, because I'm at a place now where it has to be divinely call together, this divine meeting, this divine gathering, this divine opportunity. If it's not divine, and it's wasting our time.
That part. Oh, let me write that down. If it's not divine, it's a waste of my time.
I like that. Literally.
Dig it.
Are y'all both on Instagram? Are there any questions or comments that we might need to respond to before we answer Gigi's question? I have no clue.
Let me check the comments here. See, we've got 3 people live with us.
Hi, people.
And we got, and forgive me, y'all, I'm learning how to check comments.
So,
Oh.
oh. That was
Live, huh?
Okay, so you said, what do we want to do more of, and what do we want to do less of? I have been actively practicing for the lifestyle that I want.
Okay.
And that means I've been doing a lot of nothing. More in a more refined way to say that I've been doing more of what I want and less of what I don't want to do. I want to spend more with my children. I am already at home with them, but the time that we spend, I wouldn't say, let me back up. We spend quality time. I want the time that we spend to be more quality. Okay. Because I'm home all the time, at some point they start getting on nerves. So it's like I have to spend take a little bit more me time. But I want to be more intentional about the ways that we spend time, what we're doing when we spend our time together. So I want to do more of that. I'm gonna just tell y'all my 2025, I turned 40 next year, or in 2 days. In a couple months in this next year. I turned 40. So for 40, my theme, my motto, my goal, my intentions, all of those things is faith, working on my faith in myself, in God, in my God self.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
You're gonna make me cry.
Working on my faith, working on my family.
Yes.
Again, spending more quality time with my children, spending more quality time with my husband, spending more quality time with my family and friends. My fitness, because I'm trying to be fine.
Let's go. You is.
Finer.
Right.
Okay.
Take me with you.
And when I say fine, I don't mean just aesthetically. I don't mean just like my body looking fine, but I mean like my skin is clear because I'm drinking enough water every day. I'm looking well because I'm eating well.
Yes.
I'm looking well because I'm consuming well in terms of what I'm reading, in terms of what I'm watching, in terms of who I'm letting around me. So that I put all of that in my fitness plan.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, honey, my finances, baby.
Let's get it.
My finances, baby. Because provisions are always made, thank God. Provisions are always made. But I need more than provisions to get to Nigeria and Tanzania and all of these places that I want to go across the globe. So financial freedom. So those are all my F's.
Yes.
For 40.
Come on.
Faith, family, fitness, and financial freedom.
I like that. Come on with it.
Yeah, 5 F's.
I like it.
5 as a 40.
I love the way you put the positive spin. We used to have a 5F club too, but it wasn't
What
that.
kind? I'm like, what kind of F's am I talking about?
That was back in the 1900s.
Okay, well, we minded our business. Out loud.
So I like the remix. The remix works. I'm gonna have to copy the remix.
Okay.
That's dope.
So that's more or less an answer to your more or less question.
I like that.
What do I want to do In 2025, I want to do more. I want to say yes more. And I want to make excuses less.
Come
I
on.
like that.
I love that.
I want to manifest more. And I want to be fearless. Why ain't turning my video on when I'm saying all this dope shit? Because
Can you please do that?
like
Do it.
what I just said,
Was amazing.
I need to be able to
I'm writing it down, baby. Don't worry about it.
fearless. I need that. I need to be able to rewind that and remix that because that is going to be like that's a formula for me. Manifest more, fear less. Manifest more, fear less. Because I only have to do one to not do the other.
Come on.
If I'm fearful, that's what I'm not doing.
Right.
I'm not manifesting anything because I'm too scared to leave the house. I'm too scared to take a chance.
Right.
Right. But if I let fear run my life less, now I'm taking a chance.
Yes.
Now I'm going for the opportunity. Now I'm navigating, negotiating the risk. Right. And what's on the other side of all of that
Right.
is the experience. Right.
Yes.
I'm here for the experience.
Yes.
I'm here for the experience. Of course, I would love to be able to count in my own bank account a whole lot of commas, right? We back up with commas. I would love to see that. But the truth of my life up to this point is divine providence.
Come on.
Ashe.
Divine
Ashe.
providence has showed up and showed out for me over and over and over again. If it is time for me to do a thing, I will walk across $1,000 on the ground.
Come on.
Real talk. If it's time for me to do the thing, the money gonna come. Like my sister say, the money gonna come from where it's at.
Come on. And it'll be there when it get here.
Right. The money gonna come from where it's at to me, so I can do what I need. So, and I have all these. I'm a melanated woman living in on the continent of North America. I got plenty of sayings, right? My mama got sayings, my granny got sayings, my homeboy got sayings, my homegirls got sayings. Like I got all the sayings and cliches and the meme ministry. As soon as I believe, as soon as I know it. Now let's add that one. I'm gonna believe less than no more.
Come on. That's powerful. That's the key right there.
Believe less and no more. I hope y'all take it
That's
note.
powerful.
Because moving and knowing this, like
It's different.
moving and knowing this is different. A little bit ago, I was hearing Most Def in my head. Most Def and Talib Kweli got this song. The title of the song is "Fix Up," and in the chorus they say a whole lot of get up, step up, look up, fix up, right? And earlier in this year, a sister told me, she told me, look up, just look at the sky. Look at the night sky and you will start to get answers.
Oh.
Now, most of y'all done see me whip out my phone and show you the little planets and the whoop out. I started this conversation talking about it's a new moon. And you asked, what do you want more of and less of? And that put me into moon cycle, moon timing. That's just the default of the divine feminine, right? There is it's already mapped out for us, right? All I have to do for LaDonna Lee, all I have to do is keep looking up. And my process is already mapped out for me.
Come on.
This is a time to build. This is a time to assess and release. This is a time to tighten it up. This is a time to build a goal. This is the phase is already built out for me as a divine feminine. All I have to do is look up. When the sun is high, my energy should be high. My activity should be high.
Come on.
When the sun sets, bring that in, get yin, look up. It's already set out for me.
Yeah.
Do I believe in that, or do I know that the sun is setting and it'll be dark soon? Do I know that? I know it. Do I have to believe it? No. Believe less, no more. Move in knowingness. Move in knowingness. And I just heard my grandmama's voice say, and my grandmama and my daddy, seek ye first.
The kingdom of God.
Look up.
And there's another scripture that I was hearing as you said that, where the scripture teaches us to look to the heavens, look to the hills for which your help come from. And
that's what
looking,
the Rasta say, Jah
Yeah.
Rastafari.
look up,
Mhm.
and it's all going to come. It's going to be added unto you. I think part of it is us accepting that
Yeah.
it's always going to be a yes from the divine.
Mhm.
I think we test the no factor. Like, can I do it? The divine already said yes. Are you in agreement or disagreement? It's
Come on.
already a yes.
Yes.
But I think, as you said, tackling those fears and living in fearlessness is key. Living in the knowing. You great. You spectacular. You have overcome more obstacles than the average chick, and you still standing, smiling, beaming, positive energy, letting out, radiating. And so, why wouldn't the Most High say yes
Yeah.
to whatever is your desire?
Yeah.
The word says, "You see the desires of your heart."
Yeah.
How much do you desire it? And do you know how much do you know that you
Come on.
desire it?
Now you tapping in.
Because sometimes we just want a little bit. I'll just try a little bit. That's not really a desire. For me, a desire is a strong
Yeah, I
pull.
want that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Need
find a
that.
way to get it. You know what I mean? And what I'm learning, as you were speaking to, is that we don't have to do much. It's already set in motion. We have to make ourselves available.
Right.
We have to make ourselves available in a way where we're not encumbered. We ain't that bag lady carrying hella bags from last year to year before, right? Or too much time that's busy time, but not productive time. Like, oh, I'm busy. But what are you busy? Are you busy with being busy? Or are you producing something? Are you producing fruit? And I think as I look forward, I'm looking forward to fruit. Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit.
That's a song. Juicy.
Juicy fruit. Yes.
I think also to your point of saying yes, it's putting this idea of I already know to the back seat. Because how many of us will see an opportunity, but then start discounting it, like, oh, I already know that person's not real, or I already know, it's too good to be true. It's not always too good to be true. Sometimes it is the yes. It could be our golden ticket. And so we have to be willing to look at it. Look into those people that we may not think have value, but they do, because everybody does have value.
Absolutely.
And as y'all are talking about this, it's reminding me. So for those of y'all who aren't already tapped into Alami Bashir in the mornings,
Baby.
morning messages, this is a shameless plug,
Great
okay,
every
for
day.
our
Be
sister.
great every day.
But as you all are talking, I was thinking about something that she said the other day, and she said, when you walk through life knowing that everything is already, the universe is already conspiring for your greater good. You already know this. So when you walk through life knowing that all the puzzle pieces are there, is what the metaphor that she used. The puzzle pieces, like you open a puzzle, you already know the pieces is there. You trust that the pieces are there. So when you walk through life knowing that all the puzzle pieces are there, you're just looking for them. So you're looking up. You're looking around for them. You're taking notice of these things because they're already there for you. It might not be right within your reach or right within your sight. That's what I want my faith to be grounded in, is knowing that God already got me. It's really up to me to start choosing which experiences do I want to have.
Yes.
Where do I want to go? Who do I want to go with me? Because everything that I already need is here. It's a matter of my choosing and my seeing what is there for me. Because it's beyond my imagination. What God got for me is beyond my own imagination. So am I looking? Are my eyes open? Is my heart open?
Hello.
Yes.
Right? Is spirit open to receiving? So, honey.
Exactly. I can dig that all the way. I'm gonna jump in here right quick.
Yes.
On these yeses. Okay. On
Let's
these
go.
yeses, because 2024 has offered me plenty of yeses in abundance. And I have been here for the yeses, embodying these yeses, leaning into these yeses, and watching how these yeses just keep on yesing. in the multiplication of yeses, right? And so it's been dynamic in so many ways, and to see where the expansion of experiences go with the yeses in play. Because I have been in my past historically one to count myself out, you know, not include myself in spaces or even experiences or opportunities, just from the socialization of not even recognizing what I'm worth and the value therein. And then even with recognizing that, right, still having to dance with the decolonization of even what it is to be a free soul in America, you know, in my being of being. And so, yes, these yeses have been a beautiful setup for more yeses. Even when the no's come, they're so entrenched with yeses all around them that fuck it. There's some yeses over here too, where I have been accustomed to seeking the no's and prepared for the no's and on standby for no's. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Right? And that's cool, but that's other people's business too. And as I'm learning this more and more, how to mind my business like I like to do, and how other people's business is just not, it's not for me. And the simplicity of that, it's just not my business. You know, as I am my sister's keeper, and we are all in community, we are family, right? But even still in with that and understanding what's for me and what's not. And I think that's a part too, as divine feminine energy, is really understanding ourselves in that way and how much we are carrying that doesn't belong to us. And what we are, you know, consistently holding or volunteering for, even when we know better. Because that's the shit where you got to sit with yourself. You know, our good sister Mariana talks about own your shit. And that 3-word sentence is so far reaching. And so, you know, in depth, owning your own shit with yourself, not because you doing it or not because you gonna support me or not because it's gonna look good for the kids or it's gonna be great for the community, but yo, I need to sit with me on some things. And sit with myself there and allow myself to feel it and deal and see and be. So these yeses.
It's yeses. I don't want to dismiss the no's though, because somebody gonna get these no's. Right? Because the boundaries. There's boundaries, and so the yeses I receive coming inwards, but the no's, somebody got to expect to get some of these no's that I got to give. You know what I mean? And we have to give.
I'm not saying no to myself anymore, and that's really the purpose of my point right here, is where I'm learning to include myself in the yeses. More and more and more, where I'm no longer on the outside of the yeses with these no's because I prioritize everybody else. Yeses.
That's why I'm sitting at the end of this table right now, holding the microphone, trying to engineer at the same time, because it's a yes. I want to do this. Yes, we need to have the conversation. And yes, I'm going to do as much as we can to promote what we need to do, communicate. I think our sisters don't get enough opportunity to do what we're doing right now around the table with positive energy, not being khaki, not being, you know, callous with each other or broken, you know, to be around a group of like-minded healing women. Do you know how supercharged this is right now? Like, y'all can't see it, but I'm electrified in this space because there's no negativity. It's all positive energy. It's just swirling around each of us like electrons bouncing, right? It's powerful. And it, no different drains you to be around someone who's negative and you're like, oh, I got to go. I can't even do this, right? This right here is a yes. This is a yes, more please. Thank you, God, Ashe, and amen. All together. Because we don't get the opportunity in this part of the United States to even come together and have a conversation that's healthy as much as we need. Thank you. Thank you.
First of all, we become.
We do.
Yeah, we
become.
But we need more. I need more. Y'all need more, right? If you need more, type in more in the comments. More in the comments.
Yes, please.
And I highlight that because the truth is, we melanated women do come together and talk to each other in positive ways. That's the truth. It's my truth.
Yeah.
Right? It's your truth. It's our truth for no other reason than the fact that we're doing it right now.
Right.
But we do this regularly. And we do it regularly with other sisters besides those of us in the room.
Right.
So I want to highlight that the reality is that this happens. The perception is that it don't.
Say that. Look, I'm gonna pass you the mic on that one.
As we move. Hold on, I love the mic. I love the mic.
Mic check.
That's you.
And we get to define our realities. All and as we call out what is real, we set the standard and we become the model for others to do the same. There are programs working against us, right? And I don't want to sound, too-eyed by talking about the matrix, but we know what it is, and we know that there is a program, kindergarten through 12th grade. There is curriculum for every age and every grade, and things that we are taught that stacks on top of the things we were taught the year before. There is programming. So the programming and the indoctrination in Western society says that certain things are not true for us, but we live a different reality. And now is the time for us to start calling it out. The portal. Black love is Black power. And everybody in this room has experienced it. We witnessed it in mass. Hundreds of us right here in River City at sunset, in the fall, full harvest. We witnessed it. Black revolutionary love in its power. That's a reality. We can speak on that. The internet may tell us that there's a different perception. And I don't care how many red balloons they pop. I don't care how many red balloons they pop. I saw with my own two eyes a different thing. I saw a man with 3-4 married brothers standing shoulder and shoulder with him, wearing the same covering for their sister as he wore for his bride. Somebody tell me I didn't see that. It's on video.
We saw it all.
I saw it. Black love.
We was in the movie.
Right. I saw Black love being Black power.
Come on.
I saw it with my own two eyes. I see Black women standing up for each other. I see Black women approaching each other in vulnerability, and another woman saying, "Sis, say less. Got you." All right, well, make good on what? Your sister. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've experienced it inside of my own body over and over and over again, just in this year alone. So I do not ever mean to come across as a correction. I want to highlight our reality is that the things they want us to perceive as not true, that's they're trying to perpetrate an illusion that we are powerless. They're trying to perpetrate an illusion that we don't have organization. The illusion is being perpetrated and pushed on us, but there are too many of us now beginning to experience in 3D something different. And I'm here for more of that. I'm here for more of that. Don't tell me what a Black man can't do. I seen him with my own eyes. I seen him with my own eyes. I see him pushing strollers. I see him carrying diaper bags. I see him working 2 jobs. I see them hugging each other and saying, "I love you, man," in front of other men.
Come on.
I see them defending their queens. I see them taking care of their mothers. So you can tell me what you think it is or what the internet told you it was, but I know what I saw with my own 2 eyes, and I wasn't the only person in the environment. So I'm calling out what I see. I'm calling out the power. I'm calling out the divinity. And I dare somebody to challenge me. Challenge me.
Who is it?
Challenge me. Because if I say, and now, it's starting to feel good to me. It's starting to feel good to me.
Look, we only got
4 minutes.
So we got 4 minutes left. Okay, so I'm gonna talk fast because I want to talk about this. This is what I want to stand. I'm standing on divinity. I'm standing on. It is written that God stood in the congregation of the mighty and judged amongst the gods, and He said, "How long will you accept the unjust and the wicked?" Matter of fact, Psalms 82. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna need you to do, and lays out the instructions. Defend the poor and fatherless. I know people who do that. Look after the afflicted and the needy. I know people who do that.
Now, whose people?
My people.
Come on.
My people. My community. I can call them out by names if I had a couple more minutes. In the book where it is written that the Most High stood in a congregation of godly divine beings and laid out a list of instructions. This is what it is I need you to do. Have I not told you that you are gods? But you will fall like princes, and the earth's foundation will be out of course. So whether y'all want to believe it or not, it's written, the instructions are there, and all we have to do is follow them. And I'm going to call out the divinity in the people that I see. I'm going to call it out because I see it every day. Every day I see it with my sisters, with their husbands, with their children, with each other. I'm calling out divinity all 2025.
I say, call it out. Call it out.
I'm with you. I want to document it.
Call it forth.
Calling it.
Let's go.
Call it forth. I want to see it in our media. I want us to create the type of media that highlights and shows exactly the depth of the breadth of who we truly are. Connected right now in real time. Yeah, I mean, we can go back and connect it across history. We've always been this way. It's the divine ancient way. We're following in the footsteps of our ancestors. If we would listen, then we would be divinely inspired. You know, and so call them on it. And then we need to start asking, why isn't it more places and spaces that celebrate this, right? Because it's easy to get that song on the radio that's talking about this girl and ratchet this, and to see the men in the light that the world wants to portray them. We get more of that than Black love, right? Black power, right? Black family, community, sanctuary, which is what we are. You know, that's who we are. We're the church. We're the church. And we forsake not, the ability to come together in fellowship, but we create sanctuary, and I believe when we touch and agree, where two or more are gathered, the Holy Spirit's here right now.
We are sanctuary.
The presence of the Most High God is here with us right now. Always. All we do is tap in and thank you. I acknowledge you. I receive you. I thank you. And guess what? He delivers more. The Creator gives more. Oh, my babies over there talking about me. They're loving on me. They provide this divine opportunity, this space, a little taste of sweetness. Let me blow their minds. Let me give them desires and dreams and blessings and visions beyond their wildest imagination and utmost expectation. And it's already done. It's already on the way. So I receive that. By the next time we have this opportunity to podcast and meet, we got testimony.
Yes.
We got receipts.
Yes.
We got bags and receipts.
Yes.
I receive that.
How
y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great. There's a lot going on in my head right now. I'm taking notes. Y'all know me. I'll be all in my head taking notes. But before we wrap up, I want to see if there was some comments, because I've seen, I can't read from afar, but I see that there are some comments.
So someone asked, what are you outsourcing in 2025 so you can focus on your main things?
Ooh, that's a great question.
The main things.
We're not going to be able to answer that right now, but that is going to be some homework. That's homework. What can I outsource? Who asked that?
I'm outsourcing worry.
Yeah, get that shit to somebody else.
Yeah. DUPE.
Oh, okay. That's sis, LaDonna's over. Okay. Okay. We'll get back to you on that.
That's a great question, though.
Yeah, that's a great question. I got to marinate on that. Mm-hmm.
So Dalen said also for your pilot, he's on the I-1 master key.
Oh, okay. Dalen.
Dalen. He said that was Dalen. Also for your pilot premiere episode, y'all should extend 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And Dalen said, "Hi, mom."
Hi, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. So what does this say right here, y'all?
Oh, damn.
So Dalen, since Dalen commented, I'm going to share why I wrote his name down.
Okay.
Because as y'all were talking, I was thinking about a conversation me and him had in the car the other day. And he said, "Mom, how do you make money if you just be in meetings all the time?"
Okay, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
You just on meetings from home.
I love it.
And I said, "Well, son, people pay me to provide them with information or to educate them about certain things or to help them to understand things." And he looked at me, he was like, "I'm proud of you." How do you even know to be proud of me for being able to just be at home on meetings and get money?
Because he's witnessing you say yes to your yeses, and he's witnessing how to do it too.
Exactly.
And so you are
so
modeling
tapped
for
in.
him
Who that-
right
who that
now.
left?
Dalen.
Yeah,
Dalen told his mom he's proud of her for
Okay.
living your dream out loud, so I
Yeah.
can see it, mom.
That's what's up.
Because I wrote his name down right here as y'all were talking because it reminded me of something he said to me as y'all were talking. And then he's in the comments with Keon.
Let's go, baby.
So that's why I said,
Let's
now I gotta
baby.
say what he said.
Yes.
Shout out to Day Day.
Day
Rainbow baby, love you, son.
Yes.
Thank you for tapping in, son.
Yes, come on, Day.
Yeah,
And your husband said y'all should extend it for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
for the first
Okay.
year.
Thank you, husband. I mean,
we can.
here's
do
the
this
thing,
for
because then
hours.
if we do it for 90 minutes, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, I should extend it another 30 minutes."
No, we're gonna do it for 90 minutes.
Because we got a lot to
Or
talk about.
77 minutes. Where we at?
But I think maybe that's why we're here. You have to, because this is about reprogramming everybody, including the kids. Because Dalen's
Yes.
probably seen people go to work, spend 8 hours a day doing whatever they do, get a little bit of money, and then toil and struggle. And he sees you doing something different.
He sees me practicing. That's what I said earlier, right? I said I'm practicing having the lifestyle that I want.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm at home with the kids. I'm in my meetings. I'm doing my workshops. I leave every once in a while to go and have sister circle. And, the most they see me leave though is to go to the gym and to the grocery store.
Right.
Because outside of when I do leave a community, most of the time they're with us when we go outside in community, unless we're doing something more sacred that they can't be around or that it's less appropriate, should I say, for them to be around. But, that's what they see.
Like a
And
major paradigm shift.
It is a major paradigm.
That's it's a freedom. It is a culture of freedom.
Come on.
A culture of freedom.
And
That's a new
reconditioning to a new
paradigm.
paradigm.
Yeah.
Culture
Come
of
on,
freedom
Gigi.
that you teaching these babies
Yes.
to capitalize.
Yes.
Yes.
A reframing of capitalization.
Mm-hmm.
come on.
And what success looks like.
Pull your mic up.
You gotta
So we can hear you.
Oh, I was just
You
saying.
know your voice sexy.
come
girl.
on, MC Light.
Light on the 8s and 4s. What I was saying is that I forgot what I was saying. But you are teaching these children how to cultivate this culture of freedom, and you're showing them how to capitalize on what freedom can taste like too.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
That's
being
what's
able to
up.
work with their mind and work with their imagination. rather than
Imagination.
Just working with their hands. Not that working with hands is bad,
Right.
right? But showing them that there's options. I mean, last night when Joyce was helping me set up, she was like, "Mom, this is so cool. Like, you guys are really going to do a podcast, like live, like to the whole world?" I was like, "Yeah, man. He's like, just like that? I said, yeah. And yeah, the whole world is watching, right? If they don't see it live, they're going to see it in replay.
Right.
Because now we're encapsulating something that will forever capture and galvanize this moment in time, this conversation, these high important conversations that we must have with our children too.
Yeah,
they're
right.
watching. And like Teah, to look easy, and so I get to learn. Okay, how she make it look easy? She got 3, I got 1, or 2,
one grown, so
one grown, one young, but and really be able to learn and to be able to learn how to navigate our children through the freedoms that they have and choices they have in this culture that we're creating. This is a created, interwoven culture.
Yeah.
And I think that it's uniquely divine for us as Africans born in America, outside of all the other folks in the diaspora. We get to literally define what our cultural fabric is.
Let's talk about the Nguzu Saba. Let's just bring it on in. Let's just bring it on in. That's that Kuji Chagalia. That's that defining ourselves for ourselves.
For
Self-determination. We
Unique
determine who we are.
to everyone else's situation. We have our own uniqueness, our own one-kindness, not duplicatable as having this American-born experience as Africans. And it's beautiful to me because nobody can tell me, Kwanzaa is not real. No, it's real. It's real. It's as real as I make it. It's as real as we practice it. It's as real as we define it to be real, right? And so we know that we know, and now my children know, right? Now my children's children one day will practice and then know. And they know that, no, we don't just do it small. We do big. We go in the community. We light up candles. You know what I mean? They really have, again, another safe space to be able to celebrate who we are and do it in a way where you're not looking over your shoulder. You're not worried about who's saying what. There's no worries. And so I thank God for that ease, to be able to show the ease of mama making money with ease on the phone, in her meetings, helping people, providing information, the ease. Because I think so many times we teach the struggle more than the ease. And if we could just show how we tap into the ease of making it happen, the ease of research, right? Research queens, the ease of being able to say, you know what? I need a grant for this podcast. Let's go find some grants online. The ease of being able to slide into thought, idea, action, opportunity. It's all right here. It's all right here. So we can go another 30 minutes if y'all want to.
Listen,
I'm here for it.
Well, let's do a proper closeout. Yeah, proper closeout. Does somebody else have a proper closeout question before I just try to jump in here? Because you asked a question. Thank you.
Anytime.
It's a good question. It got our answers did exactly what I wanted them to do, though. Like, I thought that this was what's going to happen. We just don't go there.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Anyone have a good closeout?
Next step, takeaway. Like, what is your next implementation step?
I even think before we even go there, we just getting wet here. I would say, like, my question to us would be, now that we're here on the precipice of 2025 and this new black moon, this last moon of the year, right? And the energy that we're going into, leaving out of and going into this new year with. And 2024 is a year of 8. That's my number, if you know, like I know. It might be other people's number too, I don't know, but it's my number. And so completion is it. So what in 2024 have you seen about yourself that, I know we've talked about this in this conversation, what have you seen about yourself that you are either celebrating, proud of, very intrinsically about you?
This is a great
And I'm talking to mothers and sisters and daughters and aunties and cousins in the space. So in 2024, this year of 8, as we close out, we go into this year of 9. Yes, and the year of 9 is what? Newness.
Yes.
Something, yes, new beginnings, and of sorts, something in that way. So what is it about you in 2024 that you have captured, celebrated, have found yourself proud of, that you're going to honor going into 2025?
I think
Because, we typically talk about what we're going to leave behind. Who are you taking with you?
Right.
Come on,
In
baby.
2025. Who's to go in you? What layers of you? Who is she?
I know for sure, like in the last couple of years, me tapping into my intuition and my gut has been pivotal because I've always had that intuition. I just didn't know what it was. And therefore I didn't give it as much attention and just like use it. Like I just didn't use it as much because I didn't realize. But my tapping into my intuition and only moving through spirit. If I don't want to go somewhere, if my spirit is not like, yes, let's go, I'm not going. If my spirit is not like yes to a person, I'm not fucking with you.
Just like that.
Just like that. And staying true to that, regardless of how anybody else has felt about it, whether or not they could understand, whether or not they felt it, staying true to listening to my intuition about a thing, a person, a place, a situation. That's what I'm celebrating about 2024 for me, because I've been tapped in, but this year, the way it started out was like, it gave me permission to really say, fuck everybody and whatever y'all talking about. If my spirit says no, then my spirit says no. And it's going to be a no for me, dog. And if my spirit says yes, even if I don't understand why my spirit is saying yes.
Right.
Come on.
I'm just leaning in.
Yes.
And so that has been helpful for me, but because there's been a lot of like changes and again, just, family. And if I would allow people's opinions or people's feelings about how I'm making decisions for me, if I allowed that to influence the way that I'm making those decisions, then it would have been, it could have been different. Could have ended up a lot different. So that's what I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating me tapping into my mother's intuition, my woman's intuition, my Black woman's intuition, my ancestral knowledge and understanding. Leaning into that has been a wonderful thing for me in 2024. So that's why I'm so excited about leaning even further into that faith piece for 2025.
Thank you.
For myself, I can say I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. Be authentic, organic, transparent, vulnerable, honest. LaDonna serves me well.
Come on.
Serves me well in 2024.
Me
So she coming with me, and like that TikTok reel, the bitch is not thinking small no more. You gotta think, bitch. Your problem is you thinking small. You need to think big, bitch. And we're going to. I'm thinking big. I'm thinking big. As 2024 is closing out, I'm allowing myself to think a little bigger. And I'm gonna add that to it.
Oh, can we give LaDonna a shout out for getting the Sisterhood Saves copyrighted this year as well?
Yes, hello.
Is that what it's called? Copyright? Or Trademark. But she lives it and now like don't use it without giving her props.
And do. It is a model and a movement and a truth.
It's absolute lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an absolute lifestyle. Yes.
Wow. That's a packed question. What am I going to take with me moving forward? This year it tested my resilience. And so I know moving into 2025, I'm going to take that sense of resilience into 2025, and I'm going to couple it with my creative expression. Do more things that creatively express exactly who we are, where we go, what we do, how we do, and have fun doing it.
Yes.
If God says make an album, I'm dropping an album.
Hey.
If God says make the movie, this is the year for the movie. I'm dropping all the scripts for the movie, because it's for a time like now, a time where we are undefined. I'm going to take with me that creative expression, that resilience, in a faith-based compass. If it's not scripture, again, if it's not divine, I ain't got time. It's just going to be that simple. I don't want to put any energy or emotion on it. It's not personal for anyone else but me. If it's not divine, I'm not going to have time. Yeah.
You say it so sweet too.
I know.
It's not divine. I'm not gonna have time.
I'm busy.
It's gonna be no
It's not divine. I'm busy.
It's gonna be a no.
Yeah, it's not divine. I won't be there.
I'm sorry.
Don't include me, darling.
Sounds
It won't
lovely.
be me. Sounds lovely. It won't be me. Yes. Gigi, you want to share?
Let's see. Yes, I'm
I just wanna
choosing
touch
me.
your hair so much.
Yes,
Can I
you
touch your hair?
can.
No, you talk while I look
Okay.
at all your cheeks.
Let's just rub it.
Sisters it says, honey.
Let's see. I'm choosing me, and I'm choosing everybody else that chooses me.
Okay.
Like you, Reggae, 2024, I learned about resilience, and I'm resilient. And I also learned that I like me. And anybody that doesn't like me, leave.
Facts.
Yeah,
That
peace.
part.
Peace, you can go your way, I go mine. But I'm going to do everything that I want for me. And if somebody's not fucking with me, I'm not fucking with them.
That part.
Peace.
That
Deuces.
That part.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Can I do another shameless plug? Are
Absolutely.
these all from Copper House?
A lot of them are, yes.
Copper
Yes.
House Boutique. Copper House
Copper House.
Boutique. She's rocking
All the coppers.
so many beautiful pieces from y'all. Just had to shout y'all out. Copper House Boutique,
Copper
downtown
House.
Sacramento.
Hey.
Yeah.
hey.
Custom curated
Yes.
pieces.
Custom
Is that
Hey,
Alami's
Copper.
name that I see right
Yeah,
there?
Salami been
Alami,
here
we've
with
been
us.
shouting you
Come
out,
on,
girl. We've
Alami
been pulling
been
you
up in
up
the
out here.
club.
Look, Mariana
been-
Salsa, where you at? We've been talking about you too, girl. Look, y'all coming to the podcast next.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
listen.
Be ready.
This has been a dynamic space to be in with y'all this evening. I'm grateful for this space.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank y'all for getting together and saying, let's just do it right quick on a Monday.
I can't wait to hear your voice replay.
That's why I need to get in there to bend the mic.
I'm gonna be listening to it too.
Because
I'll put it right
actually,
here.
people, we have been trying to encourage Allisha to do a podcast
Aw.
because
You can do an
if you've
erotic
ever met her,
podcast.
She is a powerful being, and her words are magical. They're like magic. They cast spells. They make you want to go and do
That breaks
things.
spells.
They make you want to go and be better.
Uh-huh.
Make you want to go and do things differently.
You're so sweet.
I have actual video of her just engaging different people in different spaces. And people are always like, you changed my life. You remember that time? And she's like, no, I don't. Because she just be doing what she be doing, She just like, she's who she is, but she's so powerful. So this was really heavily inspired by our desire to help Allisha get her feet wet
I want to say that.
and what this podcast life
I want to say
could
that.
feel and be like.
Hey.
So if y'all feeling Allisha,
If you're feeling
if y'all like what she
something
had to
for
say, if y'all like what she had to say, go on DM her or something.
If
If y'all like her voice, DM her.
We love your voice.
We do. Thank y'all. Y'all so sweet. Let me say what I'm gonna say right quick.
Say
Okay,
what you
y'all
gonna
got
say.
blushing and shit on a Monday. No, but I do. This is where sisterhood saves, though. This is the reality. This is real time living where sisterhood saves and will inspire and encourage and account and also hold tight. I appreciate y'all for holding me tight and keeping me close. I would say that in 2024, I have definitely come home to myself in a very, very sweet way. And the ways this home is known to be sweet in some ways for some folks. And so being home with myself has been beautifully chaotic and also so worthwhile. And so for me, what I'm going to take into 2025 is the autonomy and the agency that I have enveloped in loving myself authentically and genuinely and radically through all of the waves of the water in that 2024 and just before. In all the ways I've shown up to be who I am, I've learned to um, be soft here. And so I'm going to continue the softness. And I know it's a trend, the soft life, and it's a whole, moment and movement. And it's a whole decor in, spaces. But in reality, in doing the work with self and allowing love to do what love does, and it does get into the crevices of the rocks the way the water does. And so I'm going to take that softness and the sacred rage that I've experienced and allowing myself to honor that. And not that I'm taking the sacred rage with me, but I am allowing myself to honor those elements of being when they show up. So some soft shit I'm going to take with me, some softness.
I love that.
And you said, it's a trend right now. But that's, you embody that shit, though. It's not a trend for you. So it doesn't really matter what everybody else
it doesn't.
is doing. You embody it. There's a difference between trends and embodying. So
thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is dope. It's my first time. I've been having a lot of firsts in 2024. I've been saying that to you. And this last quarter, honey, been having a lot of firsts with me too. And I am
She popped the cherry.
all the yeses. Okay. Gigi, the cherries. Did you already answer that question?
I did.
Okay.
Well, I think this is it. LaDonna had to step out.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very important person. So she had something else to attend to. But thank y'all for tapping in. And thank y'all for staying for so long. We were only supposed to be here for an hour, but this is like exactly how our life is.
Yeah.
I call her for one thing and we're on the phone for 2 hours.
Yes.
Same thing with Dr. Gigi. She calls me for one thing, we're on the phone for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very similar to just how our lives flow. So we appreciate y'all sticking with us.
Mm-hmm.
This was just something we wanted to try and play with and see how it went. So we don't know when we'll be back, but look for us.
Yes.
And if y'all enjoyed it, please DM us, text us, call us, however you need to get in contact with us. Please do, because we want to come back. We want to do this more often. We want to we want to share our conversations with other people. We want to get other people engaged in our conversations so that we can thrive together.
Yes.
We want to thrive together. We want to lift as we climb. So we love y'all.
We do.
Black love, Black power.
Yes. In all the ways.
Unity.
Love. Yes.
All the things.
Yes.
And good night.
Good night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Peace
Happy
and
New
power
Year.
to y'all. Yes. Be well.
Ashe.
Hey.
Ashe and amen.
Look right there too.
Hey. Okay. In all angles, huh?
Right?
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. Allow me to ask, how often y'all doing this?
Oh, good question, Alami. We're trying to figure it out.
This
We'll
water
let
is
you know. We'll have you on.
this